Good evening, my warriors. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to the last session on capacitors in the Pathfinder series. So what is this Pathfinder series? This is a long-term series for all the 12th standard students who are going to write the examination next year in JEE 2022. But even if you are a 2021 aspirant, you can still watch this lecture. This is like bonus for you because we are going to cover all the chapters in detail. So get ready for advanced questions, and after that Menti quiz with me, Shreyas, your physics master teacher at Vedantu, going live. Hello Elk, hello Abhi, hi Sai Telugu, Venkata, Insing, Raju, Shriya, Jyoti, welcome Anant, welcome Tanushri, good evening Chaitanya, good evening, welcome Fatima, hello Nivya. And guys, if you are new to this channel, the only way you can mark your attendance, the only way you can make new friends is when you chat in the chat box. Just make sure you do not spam and make sure that you are very polite to others and also help each other in times of necessity. Hello, yes, your boss, your captain, your capto, your thalaiva is out here. Vanakkam, vanakkam, vanakkam. Good evening, guys. Nice to see you all out here. And for those of you who do not know me, well, I am Shreyas and I am the physics master teacher. I not only teach on YouTube, but I also teach on the regular platform of Vedantu. And I am teaching right now in the 12th standard batch, and I am teaching the toppers batch right now. Also keep this in mind that I am here so that I can spread the joy of learning to as many people as possible, and this is an English medium channel, so I really want to produce some amazing ranks like the ones I have been producing since a decade. Many students of mine are in IITs, NITs, BITS, you name it, so I want to really do that. And this is an English medium channel, so recommend this channel to all your friends, and do not forget to hit the subscribe button so that you do not miss any of our classes. Also, to show your love and support, what do you need to do, guys? Yeah, go ahead, hit that on. Yeah, hit that like button on. Yes, come on, do that. Yes, Nivya, the micro courses are only for pro subscribers. Although some of the micro courses you can buy it separately, but it will work out costlier if you buy it separately altogether rather than even at least taking the pro subscription for a month. Take pro subscription for a month and that's it. You can get all these courses for free. The cost will work out to be cheaper. You will see that. All right. So having said that, let's also have a look at the timetable for this week. So today is for 12th standard students. That's the Menti quiz and advanced questions. Tomorrow it's for 11th kids, and they have a lot of misconceptions. I'm pretty sure even you had when you came from 10th to 11th. All of these misconceptions and the kind of silly mistakes they make. So all of this tomorrow. Integration in physics for 11th kids tomorrow. Circular motion work power energy, that's rank booster series, that's on Thursday morning. Non-uniform motion Menti quiz for 11th kids on Friday, and a special session on Saturday for all of you. Next week we are going to start with magnetism, and here is what I have decided. We will do 3 lectures continuously back to back rather than spreading the lecture over the week, so that your momentum is set. You can study on YouTube, all right, together all the classes of magnetism next week, and then you can use the rest of the week for practice and revision, making notes and other things. And again we'll do the same thing for the next set of lectures and next topics as well. Now also remember, tomorrow 23rd June morning and afternoon you have the Vedantu JEE rank prediction test. The link is there in the description box below, so please check that out. Yes, please check that out. Very good. Some of you are liking this initiative. Thank you very much, Anant, Venkata. Great, great, great. Vikram also says, okay. Ankit, hello. Thank you. So Epics Gallery, I'll let you know in the comment section later on. Okay. So for NEET, which material has to be used, you just leave a comment after the video. I'll definitely help you out. Okay. So, great. Is HC Verma enough for JEE Mains? Not at all. You have to use Tattva material plus previous year question bank and NCERT. Yep. And when will the mock test? Depends, Mugata, which kind of mock test you are talking about, in the crash course or on YouTube. On YouTube, we'll conduct the mock test once we get clarity on the JEE Mains date. For now, it's very important you attend the rank booster series. which is unit wise, which will help you boost your percentile. It's conducted on YouTube. It's a series. You can check out the playlist out there. Yep. So on YouTube, that's what I said. Hi Blessy, Samita, welcome aboard. Hi Kirti, welcome. Hi Ashwita. And remember guys, if you are a pro user, we have started this initiative which is VIP. In case you do not know that, it is Vedantu Improvement Promise, which is a promise from Vedantu that your rank is going to improve. See guys, you know, all institutes just focus on toppers. Vedantu is different. It's not just about toppers. Even an average student should improve. Even a below average student should come to at least average. That's what we are focusing on. And if you do not improve, then the fees are completely returned, and obviously you should have some basic attendance, and you know, you should be engaged in the classes. So this is a promise which no other coaching institute, be it offline or online, is making. It's like your Domino's 30-minute delivery promise. If you get the Domino's pizza within 30 minutes, that's it. Or else, you know, the money is returned. Same way, VIP. Yeah, if you don't perform, if you do not improve, that's it. Fees are returned. So it's a very interesting thing. You guys should also even look at the facts where, you know, Vedantu students are 6 to 7 times better than the national average or the students who are not studying with us. That's why we are confidently promising you all of this. I mean, come on, think about it. It's a big thing for all of us, you know, to make such a commitment, because we are confident. And the link for joining the pro subscription is there in the description box below. All the different packages are there, and they start for as low as 3,000 rupees per month and goes till 5,000 rupees per month, which is very, very cheap considering the amount that you pay in other coaching institutes. So let's get started with our first question for today. Akshita, there is already a 2023 playlist, bacha. You can just search for Nurture. You can see it. Yeah, a Nurture playlist. Nurture is for 11th students who have just come from 10th. Pathfinder is for 11th to 12th who are going to give the exam next year. Rank Booster 0 to Hero is for current students who are just going to pass out. Yeah, next chapter will be magnetism. Okay. Yes. Okay. So let's get going. Thank you, Kirti. Thank you. Welcome aboard. And guys, these questions are really good. Do not lose confidence. These are very good questions that I have chosen for all of you. Let's read this. So there is a circuit as shown in the figure. This switch is open. You close it. When you close the switch, the question is how much charge flows between these 2 points. Now, for a moment, just forget these options. It's not even needed. Just forget these options. Okay. Now, the thing is, no, it's not a balanced circuit. A lot of people might think it's a Wheatstone's bridge. Wrong. Capacitor, capacitor, resistor, resistor. No, it's not a Wheatstone circuit. Capacitor, 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 capacitor. Then it's a Wheatstone. 2 resistors here, 2 resistors here. Then it's a Wheatstone. Right now, it's not a Wheatstone, so you cannot do that. No, do not do that. No windbone. No, you cannot do that. Yes, everybody will fall into the trap. Now I'll tell you the trick for solving these problems. Now listen to the trick. Whenever switch is closed, open, and they ask charges flowing through a particular branch, you draw 2 situations. 2 situations. One before closing and one after closing the switch. And see what are the charges before, see what are the charges after. See everything. What are the charges now? And then you can compare and then see, oh, this much charge was there before. Acha, this much charge is there later on. Oh, the difference must be the one which is flowing into the branches. So that's why we need to draw 2 separate circuits for 2 different scenarios. Let's take the first scenario. Okay, let's take the first scenario when the switch is open. Observe this. So when the switch is open. Now when the switch is open, there is a very interesting thing that is happening. Understand, this point and this point are at the same potential because there is a wire connecting over there. Similarly, you will see this point and this point are also at the same potential because there is a wire connecting in between. The switch is open, so it's as good as this is useless. So forget the wire which is vertically joining point X and Y. Just forget it. Isn't this a separate branch, which is a separate branch where the potential difference is same as between these 2 points. How much is it? It's 9 volts. So hence there is 9 volt of potential difference here. Can you see that? There is 9 volt of potential difference here. Great. Now once you understand that, you can easily figure out what are the capacitance's charges. You can figure this out. How? These two capacitors are now in series. They are now one after the other. This branch is not there. So hence I can consider them in series. So what is the effective capacitance? Remember, they are in series, guys. So use C1 C2 by C1 plus C2. It's not resistors. For capacitors, the formulas are exactly opposite to that of resistors. So it is C1 C2 by C1 plus C2. So what is C1? C1 is 3, C2 is 6, okay, upon 3 plus 6. So 3 6 are 18, 3 plus 6 9. So hence it is going to be 2 microfarad. Yeah, it's going to be 2 microfarad. Now we can find the charges which are initially present on both the capacitors. Remember, in series the charges are same for capacitors in series. Just like in resistors in series, current is same. For capacitors in series, the charge in each capacitor is same. Correct. So C into V. What is V? 9 volts. Yes, 9 volts is the voltage. Okay. So what is it going to be? 18 microcoulomb. So Q1 is nothing but 18 microcoulomb. Okay, clear till this point? Okay. So I don't need this. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to erase this. I'm just going to write the initial situation out here. So this is my initial situation, something like this. Okay, so there is going to be plus 18 here, minus 18 here, because this is positive, this is negative, positive, negative, and this is also plus 18, this is minus 18. This is how this 3 microfarad and 6 microfarad capacitors are going to behave initially. Now let me erase this. I don't need this anymore. Okay, everybody clear till this point? How Q1 came? Q is CV, Ankit. C is effective capacitance, V is voltage, total voltage. So C into V will give you that charge. I hope this is clear. Great, great. Okay. So Mala Mohan, if you are planning to take Vedantu subscription in November, well, I think it will be very late. By the time you reach in November, the syllabus will be over, bacha. I think you'll have to then probably think about a fast track or a crash kind of course. So it's better to take it now. It will be too late by then. Now the second scenario, when the switch is closed. Now when the switch is closed, let's see what happens. Well, still there is potential difference of 9 volts, no problem. Okay, still there is potential difference. But these capacitors are not in series because there is a branch connecting somewhere here. So there is a branch which is connecting somewhere here. So they are not exactly one after the other. There is some branching happening out there. So they are not in series. That's the problem. Now, if this much is clear, now think about it. This point and this point will have same voltage. This point, same wire, same voltage. X and Y, obviously, X and Y. A wire, it's just a switch and a wire, same voltage. This point and this point also same voltage because just a wire. So to figure out the charge on 3, you need the voltage between these 2 points. To figure out Q, you need CV. V is voltage between these 2 points. That means you need the voltage between these 2 points. Is it clear? Similarly, if you need the charge on this, you need the voltage between these 2 points. That means the voltage between these 2 points. Just forget the capacitors. Anyways, capacitors do not allow current to flow. Anyways, they do not allow current to flow. Just look at it in a very simple manner. Just think as if there is a 9 volt battery and there is a 3 ohm resistor and there is a 6 ohm resistor. So 3 ohm here, 6 ohm here. Guys, isn't this a simple circuit now? This X is over here, that Y is over here, and that dot is over here. You just need to find out what's the voltage difference between these 2 points. I think you can easily get this. It's so easy. I mean, you can just find out the current. The current is 9 by R. R is 3 plus 6, which is exactly 1 ampere. Now, if 1 ampere goes here, how much is the voltage drop over here? How much is the voltage drop here? IR, which is 3 volt. How much is the voltage drop over here? IR, which is 6 volts over here. Isn't that clear? Everybody understanding this? So 3 volts here, 6 volts here. So now things are simple. How much is the charge on this 3 microfarad capacitor and 6 microfarad capacitor? For this capacitor, with 3 microfarad, CV, C is 3, V is 3. C is 3 micro, V is also 3. So that's going to give me 9 microcoulomb. Yes, 9 microcoulomb. No, Windbone, it's not 54. Yes, it is not 9. Yeah, it's not 54, it's 9. Okay. Next up, for this capacitor, what's the voltage? 6 volts. This and this same voltage difference. So what's the charge on 6 microfarad? It's C into V. Okay, so that's 36 microcoulomb. This is micro. Yep, 36 microcoulomb. Yep. Okay. X is not left side of 3 ohm resistor. X is, yes, it's on the left side of the 3 ohm resistor. It is in fact. Now observe the trick, guys. You will be baffled to know what or how to solve this problem. Very easy. Look at this now. Just look at this. Okay. Now just think, what will be the new charges on these plates? What will be the new charges on these plates? Well, it will be plus 9, minus 9, plus 9, minus 9 on this capacitor, and on this capacitor, plus 36, minus 36. Correct? Okay, just ignore this now. Oops, I don't need this anymore. Okay, this is plus 9, this is minus 9, because I just got 9 microcoulomb and 36 microcoulomb. That is enough now. Trust me on this, this much is enough. Now just draw this wire between X and Y. Just draw this wire between X and Y. Now just think logically, it's very easy now. The green one is before, red one is after. Green one is before, red one is after. On this plate, on the right side plate of this capacitor, earlier there was minus 18 microcoulomb. Now there is minus 9. Now there is minus 9. That means how much charge would have gone onto it or come out of it? Minus 18 became minus 9. I think 9 microcoulomb has been added onto it, plus 9. Minus 18 plus 9 is minus 9. That's like basic math. I mean 4th or 5th standard when you study number line, negative numbers and positive numbers. Exactly. So 9 microcoulomb has gone onto this plate. Okay, plus 9 has gone into this plate. Now look at this plate over here. This plate over here. Plus 18 became plus 36. How much charge has flown? Plus 18 became plus 36. Obviously plus 18 has flown. Obviously plus 18 has flown. So total, how much is the total? Obviously 9 plus 18 bacha log. That means 27 microcoulomb. That's it. Done, done. It's done. This is the problem. This is the final answer. Isn't it so interesting? It looks difficult initially, but if you go step by step, what were the steps? The steps were, okay, before the switch closing, draw the situation, think what is happening. After the switch is closed, draw the situation, think what is happening, what are the charges. Now overlay both the pieces of information. I have overlaid both the pieces and then thought, oh, this was the charge before, this was the charge later, how much charge would have gone? That's it, done. Okay, cool. If you guys have enjoyed the problem, do not forget to smash the like button down there, because come on, it means a lot for me. Okay, let's go to the next question, which is again interesting. Read the question, guys. You can see there is some water which is there between the plates of the capacitor. Yes, there is water between the plates of the capacitor, and the height of that water is continuously decreasing. The question is, what is the time constant as a function of time? My God, look at that. How many of you got scared? Okay, Sai Telugu is already scared. Helga, the topic is capacitors. You can read it below. Yep. Sahil, please, this is 12th standard lecture. This is not 11th standard. For 11th standard, we have the Nurture series. There is a separate playlist. This is Pathfinder for 12th standard kids. Okay. Now I'll tell you what. It's not difficult. Trust me on this. Trust me on this. It's not difficult. You just need to think step by step. Time constant. What is the formula for time constant? Come on, my warriors. Think about it. You will see how I'm going to make it easy. Follow me. What is the formula for time constant? It is RC. Now, correct. It is RC. Anurag, I'm not going to start the Menti unless and until we finish the 5 questions that I have planned. So, understand, you need to have patience, bacha log. Okay. Now, this is air gap. This is some dielectric medium. This is some dielectric medium. So, isn't it as good as saying there are 2 capacitors? There are 2 capacitors, one with air gap and one with dielectric, and both of them are in series. Both of them are in series. Their effective capacitance is this C. Their effective capacitance is this C. Don't look at the options, guys. That's the mistake which people do. They look at the options and they're like, oh my God, I can't solve this. Next question also has those kind of options. What, are you going to leave all the questions in advance? Then you will get 0. You will not even qualify for the counseling round. So guys, you cannot be scared of options. Jo dar gaya, wo mar gaya. Matlab, if you get scared, gone, you're out of the game. You cannot do that. Okay. Now, I think I know how to find capacitors in series. This much part, this much part. I just need to know what's the distance between the plates. I think that is something which I can do. Yeah, that is something which I can do. I'll see how to do that. Okay, now yes, that will involve little bit of kinematics or basic knowledge of velocity, distance and all that. Just observe this. Okay, let me remove the scary part so that we can solve properly. Okay, let's go step by step. Okay, first of all, the liquid level decreases at a constant rate. The liquid level decreases at a constant rate. So that means, okay, that means, think about it. If I had to look at that capacitor which has that liquid, okay, which has that liquid of dielectric constant K, what will be the width? What will be the width or distance between the plates? Well, that distance will be initial distance minus the rate at which the distance changes multiplied by the time. Think about it. Initial distance, and it is reducing at a constant rate. So rate into time will give you how much it has decreased. So initial distance minus how much did it decrease will give you the final distance. Isn't that clear? Isn't that clear? Think about it. It's very obvious now. Initial distance minus how much did it move. That will give you the final distance. So what is the initial distance? Well, it is d by 3. What is the rate? It decreases at constant speed v, and time, well, that's t. Okay, cool, great. Now, Sushti, no, obviously these questions are not for NEET level, bacha. This is way beyond NEET level. These are pure advanced questions. Now, okay, if this is done, think for the other capacitor, the one which has air, okay, the one which has air. What will be the distance between these two plates? What will be the distance between these two plates? Well, the original separation was d minus d by 3, which is, think about it, this was 2d by 3. Yes, d minus d by 3 is 2d by 3 plus what? Why plus? Because if water level recedes, the distance between the plates will the distance between these two surfaces will increase. That's why the plus and minus sign here, because the water level is decreasing. I hope that is clear. So plus Vt, correct, excellent. Now think individually what is the capacitance for this air gap. The capacitance for this air gap, it will be epsilon naught, correct? Epsilon naught into area divided by epsilon naught area divided by d, and d is nothing but 2d by 3 plus v. Yes, that's what the capacitance is for that air gap. And what will it be? What will it be for that water? For water, it will be epsilon naught K A divided by this distance, which is d by 3 minus Vt. Check this out, if everybody is clear till this point. Okay, everybody is clear till this point? Okay, cool. Let's get going. Yep, Mala Mohan, the batches are starting even, I think, this Monday or probably next Monday. So if you join the new batch, it will start from the basics and you will be automatically enrolled in the new batch only. Don't worry about it. Now let me erase all these unnecessary part. It's no longer needed for me. Okay, it's no longer needed for me. Now, what would be the effective capacitance? Effective capacitance. They are in series. Series means C water, yes, multiplied by C air upon C water plus C air. Just do that. I know it's going to look big, but it's okay. We have to do it. We cannot ignore it. So this into this upon this plus that. So epsilon naught K A divided by d by 3 minus Vt multiplied by that term epsilon naught A divided by 2d by 3 plus Vt. The whole thing upon this term plus this term. So epsilon naught Ka divided by d by 3 minus Vt plus epsilon naught A divided by 2d by 3 plus Vt. How many of you are loving this? Some of you are loving this. Yeah, somebody has started laughing also. Where did my tea on RHS? Wait a minute, we have written down everything. Okay, everything is written. Okay, cool. So Chitra says me and Sriya also says me. Yeah, they're already loving this. Very good. Great. Insane, you should not pretend. I mean, it's okay, you can pretend, but trust me, you can understand this and you can do this on your own one day. Even if you watch, at least watching things, something will register in your head. And even if 20% goes into your head, I'm very happy. Trust me on this. Welcome Chaitanya, welcome. Now, let's cancel out few things. I do not like a lot of things out here. So let's see what and all will get cancelled. Okay. This A, and this A gone. This epsilon naught, and this epsilon naught also gone. Remember, this is multiplication, this is addition. Okay, that's how things are. Okay. Now, next thing, what we are going to do, okay, K value, we'll put it later on maybe. But for now, let's take the multiplication of these two. Yeah, let's take the multiplication of these two. And on the top, oh, one more thing. This value of area is unity. Check this out. It's unit area. That means the value of A is 1. So that's one good thing for us. Okay, and let's see what happens now. It will be equal to epsilon naught K, nothing is there. Okay, and it is a multiplication of these two terms. Multiplication of these two terms. And here if I take the LCM also, it will be multiplied. Think about it. It will be also again multiplied if I take LCM. So please understand, I am going to take the LCM over here. Take the LCM over here. Yeah, so that I can add the two terms out here. Okay, so I'm going to get divided by d by 3 minus Vt into 2d by 3 plus Vt. Okay, the whole thing divided by, take the LCM guys. So K into 2d by 3 plus Vt, okay, LCM, because that K was there, I have just multiplied with this, and take this and multiply over here. So plus d by 3 minus Vt, and the whole thing divided by, again these two terms will be here. Again these two terms will be here, the same two terms. So don't you see guys, this term, this term, this term and this term will cancel out? Yes, these two terms and these two terms will cancel out. Great. Now if these two terms cancel out, let's see what happens next. Okay, I don't need this anymore. This board is not sufficient for me to solve the problem. But these kind of questions will come, and this will decide whether you are inside IIT or outside IIT. Let me tell you that. Or inside ISC or IST and ICER and all these institutes. Okay, now if these two have cancelled, I have to deal with very few terms. There is one more thing given, k value is 2. Yes, the value of k is nothing but 2. So keep that in mind. Okay, let's do this. It's not that difficult. So epsilon naught into 2, denominator has gone, the whole thing divided by 2 times, yes, 2 times of 2d by 3, which is nothing but 4d by 3 plus 2vt, okay, plus 2vt plus d by 3 minus vt. Okay, that's it. Cool. Great. Now what will happen next? I'm just going to erase this. No longer needed, I guess. Now, I think 4d by 3 plus d by 3. That's 4d by 3 plus d by 3. That's nothing but 5d by 3. 2vt minus vt is nothing but just vt. Now take the LCM out here again. So what are you going to get? 2 epsilon naught divided by 5d plus 3 goes over here. So 3vt. And this whole thing divided by 3. Now take this 3 upstairs. Alright, obviously. So 2 3s are 6. 6 epsilon naught divided by 5d plus 3vt. That's your effective capacitance. That's my effective capacitance. The question asked us time constant. So the value of time constant will be R into C effective. That means this whole thing, yes, this whole thing multiplied by R. So R into 6 into epsilon naught divided by 5d plus 3vt. 3vt. That's it. Yes. Okay. All right. Great. So, can dielectrics be water? Yes, it can be. Yes, it can be. Definitely. Got it? Now, remember one thing. Lot of YouTube channels will not do these kind of questions, and they'll say that these are advanced classes. Guys, we are not going to do that. Understand what is going to come in the examination, we'll have to do. What's the point of being a teacher, and what's the point of being on YouTube? What's the point of being in online education or any kind of education and not doing good problems and not doing the actual problems which come in JEE Advanced? That means if you're not doing those kind of questions, you are not teaching well. Understand that. So you need to do these kind of questions so that students get an idea of how to solve these kind of things. So, well, that's the answer, guys. And I think, yep, there we go. 6 epsilon naught or 5d plus 3vt. There we go. Okay, great. Mind-blowing question. How about another question like this? Yeah, obviously nobody will tell JEE main level. Reported already, Aishwarya, don't worry. Already. Yep. Great, he's been blocked. Now, next question, beautiful question again. Let's see. Where are we? Yeah, there are two parallel plates. It's a capacitor. There is a dielectric. It is slowly going inside and it gets pulled by the capacitor. The question is to figure out the force if this capacitor is charged by Q and it's not connected anywhere. So this dielectric just is about to enter. What is the force on the dielectric? Now the thing is, why is there force? Let me tell you. What happens is this. Siddharth, no, this cannot come in mains. I am writing it. I will guarantee and write and give you. This will never come in mains. I am telling you. This is only advanced type. But this can come in advanced only. Okay. Now, imagine if this plate is positively charged, this plate is negatively charged. What happens is inside the dielectric, there is polarization happening. Yes, like minus will be here, plus will be here, minus will be here, plus will be here. So you will see polarization happens in the dielectric. Now this negative, this will be positive here, negative here. This positive will attract this negative will attract this positive. So all the polarized molecules you will see will get attracted by the plates. Hence there is a pulling force on the dielectric. That's what it is. Yeah. Now please understand, the question is not the force between the plates. Now read the question carefully. It's the question on basically what's the force by the plates on the dielectric. Yeah. Now to figure out force, what we can do is, I have got some idea. How about this? How about this? These are the plates. Just assume that the dielectric is slightly inside by some amount x, let's say. How about finding out potential energy as some function of x? The potential energy of that system, because if you notice this carefully, it's nothing but a slab here and another slab, another capacitor without slab. This is air gap, this is the dielectric, and these two capacitors are then in parallel. Do you see that? The one which is here and the one which is below, both of them are actually in parallel. You can see that. Well, maybe integration, maybe derivatives, I do not know. It's not, don't decide so early. Yep, let's figure this out. Now, if these two capacitors are in parallel, I can find out C effective. From C effective, I can find energy. Why will I find energy? Is because in work power energy of 11th standard, I have studied F is negative du by dx. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? I hope this is clear. I hope this is clear. Yep. This is so amazing, guys. I mean, think about it. This part of the capacitor is a dielectric. This part is an air gap. Both of them are in parallel. You can see this is one common plate on either side. So obviously the potential difference. Why is it in parallel, Anaga? I'll tell you again. The potential difference between this and this is same. These two plates, understand, okay, these two plates are at the same potential difference. The entire plate is at the same potential. This entire plate is at the same potential. This part is at the same potential. This part and this part, same potential. So the difference of the potential will be also same. That's the reason why they are in parallel. So this part is a slab with a slab which is inside a capacitor. This is a pure air gap. I can find the equivalent. No, Seren, I'm not. Okay, but I'm conducting micro courses, Seren 7. Okay, and I can find the equivalent. From equivalent capacitance, I can find energy using the formula. From energy, I can find the force. Did you get the flow of the problem? Why am I finding du by dx? Because look at the question. The question is find the force. And force is the rate of change of energy with respect to x, the gradient of potential energy. That's why. Yeah, that's the thing. Correct? So you should know how to relate this chapter with the 11th standard chapter. It should click, and it will only come via practice. If you never solve these kind of questions, it will never click. Many of you ask, sir, it doesn't click me. Because you have not seen, nobody has shown you. People have been showing you only simple lallu question. How will you get to know? You should study from a particular kind of type of questions. Not every teacher is doing that. What can I do? Okay. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to figure out the capacitance first, and then we will find the energy and then the force. Let's do this step by step. Okay. So think about it. Imagine this is a capacitor with dielectric constant K, and there is another capacitor out here, but this is an air gap. Cool. And let's assume that this much distance is x. Obviously this much will be L minus x. Please remember, these two capacitors are actually in parallel. Yes, they are in parallel. Keep this in mind. Now try and visualize this, guys. See, this plate is actually like this. The same goes like that. Yeah, same thing over here as well. Yep. Okay, so this is how the plates are. I hope you can visualize this. These are the plates. So guys, can you think what is the area of this plate? What is the area of this plate? Because for capacitance I need area. For capacitance I need area. What's the area of the plate? Height into breadth. Height is x. What is the breadth? I think it is given. Yes, the width is w. So shouldn't it be x into w? Think about it. This area will be x into w. Think about it. Great. Similarly, what will be this area of the plate? This area will be this height into breadth. This height is L minus x and breadth is w. Understand this. So when I showed these plates, understand they are having some depth inside, and that inside depth or width is w. Yep, the inside depth or width is nothing but w. Length L is this length. D is this distance between the plates, not the depth or the width of the plate. Understand that. Okay, now let's figure out what is this capacitance. Okay, the capacitance with K will be how much? Epsilon naught, correct? Epsilon naught area. Oh, but I should also multiply by K because there is some dielectric material. Area, I just figured it out. It was x into w divided by distance between the plates, which is d. Next, capacitance of that air gap. What is the capacitance of that air gap? Epsilon naught. Do not multiply by anything because it's air, dielectric constant is 1. Okay, into area. What's the area? Well, that's L minus x into w, and this whole thing divided by d. Amazing. Now, because these two are in parallel, what's their effective combination? Their effective combination, C effective, will be just C1 plus C2. Parallel, add them. That's capacitors, not resistors. Just add these two. I think epsilon naught is a common term. Even W is a common term. Even D is common. The only thing which remains inside is Kx plus. Kx is there. And here I will just get L minus X. Correct? This is what you will get. Now I don't need this anymore. I'll just remove this. In fact, I don't even need this anymore. So I'm going to remove this as well. Okay. Now what is the value of C effective? Well. It's epsilon naught W by D. And this is nothing but L plus. I can take X common and K minus 1. Okay. So that's the value of K. Yes, C effective. X is common. So K minus 1. Everybody clear? Everybody clear? Yes. Think about it. Think about it. Guys, all the students aspiring for JEE Mains and JEE Advanced, I am telling you, you need to go through this rigorous process, and I am willing to go through this process for all of you, because I saw so many YouTube teachers are not doing advanced level questions. What is the use of being a teacher on YouTube then? Yep. You need to do these kind of questions. Guys, come on, let's do this. Do not lose focus. Do not lose hope. Let's do this. Okay. Now, what do we need to find? We need to find force. For force, what do we need? Energy. For energy, what do we need? Capacitance. Yes, we know the value of capacitance. Let's figure out what's the energy. Because the charge is given already. The charge is Q. So half Q square by C. That's the value of the capacitance. Energy. And now you need to put C effective over here. So what is the value of U that I'm going to get? Q square by 2. C effective is below. So numerator is epsilon naught W. D goes on the top. D goes on the top. And this square brackets is going to come below. Yep, that's square bracket. That's L plus X into K minus 1. Okay, cool. Now what? Oh, we need force. We need force. And force is the derivative of this. Force is negative du by dx. These people are constant. Just throw them outside the derivative. Q square d by 2 epsilon naught the w. Yes, that's the constant. Throw them out. Yep. Silo 0 to hero series is done. It's done. We have completed more than 20 classes in physics. Now we have started rank booster series. Understand that. Okay. Now, oh well, it's very difficult, James. You want to answer any doubt right now? Please focus and replay the session, bacha, in case you have any doubt. No, it's not so simple. Wait a minute. D by dx. I do not like this guy down, so I'll bring it up. Because whenever I have to take derivative, I always tend to put things in the numerator. So I have L plus x into k minus 1. Okay, k minus 1, the whole raised to minus 1. Okay, now I just don't need this anymore. I'll just remove this. I just have taken it upstairs. That's all. Okay, k minus 1. Okay, raised to minus 1. Now, I don't know whether you have read this in maths or you will read this in maths. Derivative of ax plus b whole raised to n, it's nothing but n into ax plus b whole raised to n minus 1 multiplied by a. Yes, any form ax plus b. This is also a x plus b form. You can see a x plus b. B is L over here. Yep. So just use that derivative form. It's nothing but x raised to n formula is nx raised to n minus 1, but the constant of x comes outside. So let's do that. So f will be, all these rubbish out here will come. So q square d divided by 2 epsilon naught w. This is derivative. So n, oh by the way, there is a minus sign over here because it was minus. Okay. So minus 1 comes outside. N x raised to n minus 1. N is minus 1. X raised to n minus 1. So this entire square bracket. L plus x into k minus 1. N minus 1. Minus 1 is minus 2. Multiplied by the constant which is with x, which is k minus 1. Yeah, the constant with x is k minus 1. Look at that. The constant with x comes outside. Okay, cool. I'll erase this. I don't need this anymore. Now, this minus will become plus. So it will become q square d by 2 epsilon naught w. And there we go. L plus x into k minus 1 whole raised to minus 2 into k minus 1. Now, read the question carefully. You will see one interesting thing. Near the edge. What is the meaning of near the edge? What is the meaning of that? What is the meaning of that, guys? Come on, think about it. What's the meaning of that? The meaning of that exactly, Anaga. No. X is not L. This is 0. The slab is just about to enter. X is 0. Correcto. X is 0. So substitute x is 0, guys. Substitute x is 0. So q square d by 2 epsilon naught w. L plus 0 whole raised to minus 2 k minus 1. This is 0. Obviously this into this will be 0. Oh, now this is simple. I know what to do. This is nothing but q square d L raised to minus 2. L raised to minus 2 means L square down and into k minus 1. This is L raised to minus 2, which is L square below. Is that clear? That's it. That's the final answer. Q square d k minus 1 by 2 epsilon naught w L square. That's the final answer. How did you love this question? Isn't it amazing? Let's check. Yep, that's the answer, guys. Do you love this question? Are you ready for now 2 simple questions relative to this, but advanced questions only? Okay, and then we'll go to Menti quiz. Okay, then we'll go to Menti quiz. Okay, Menti quiz has to be done really quick because Menti quiz is mains level. Okay, chalo, let's do this. And here it comes on your screen. 2 circuits A and B charged have been charged. Okay, and the capacitances are also given and the switches are also open. When you close the switch, what do you think will happen? Where do you think the charge will flow? From here to here, here to here, here to here, here to here? I don't know. You just figure this out. All the 4 options are given. Great, great. Come on, think about this. Harshraj, it's simple advanced wise, not on absolute terms. Okay. So it's not that difficult as the previous ones. You should be able to get this, guys. So what is the starting concept? When will charge flow? The charge will flow only when there is potential difference. Okay. So charge will always flow from high voltage to low voltage. That's where the Q flow happens. So all you need to do is figure out what is the voltage of this capacitor. What is the voltage of this capacitor? Voltage is charged by capacitance. Remember, voltage is charged by capacitance because Q is CV. So charge is 2Q, capacitance is 3C. Okay, cool. How about this capacitance? What's the voltage? Q by C. Now who is more? This or this? Who is more? Yeah, just compare Q by C. Correct. So Q by C is more. This is 2/3. So here voltage is more, here it is less. Obviously then, what is going to happen? The charge is going to flow. The flow is going to happen from right to left. Yes, it's going to happen from right to left. I hope this is clear. Great. Now similarly do it for the other one. Yep, for the other one. So this one, charge by capacitance, which is just Q by C. Similarly for this guy, what is charge? Q by capacitance 2C. Out of Q by C and Q by 2C, who is more? Obviously this guy is more. Potential of this is more than the potential of that. So high to low. So this is how the flow is going to happen. So come on guys, let me know which of them is the correct answer. Charge flows from right to left in A. Charge flows from left to right in B. So obviously answer C is correct. Excelente, excelente, excelente. Loving it, loving it. Thank you Atira for all the love, bacha log. Thank you so much. Guys, you are the only ones who are actually motivating us. In fact, you guys are motivating me, giving me that energy to come here. And when you love these sessions, when you show that you are enthusiastic, when you actually sit and solve, when you tag us in the post, when you leave those comments, when you put those nice words, and when you also hit the like button, it also gives us energy. That's all we are asking for on YouTube, nothing else. Let's get going to the last question, and this is not so difficult, but it is in hint disguise form. Yes, crack NEET, you have to solve previous year questions for NEET. In fact, for JEE also, you need to solve previous year questions of JEE. So accordingly, you need to solve. Without that, you are not practiced properly. Why is this advanced level? This can come in single choice, Yatin. Understand, this a lot of people will not be able to do. Trust me on this. Plus, there are so many confusing options, and think from exam perspective. In that tension, many people will not understand what to do, and that's why they will get confused. Okay, the dielectric question type will not come. Insane Asalam, well, 0 to hero series is not enough. You also need to do rank booster series, and I would advise you to take up the crash course, which will be a good combination along with the series on YouTube. Now let's see how to solve this question. See, first of all, I just give you the hint. I think it is in disguised form. I'll tell you how. See this. This point and this point, same voltage, correct? Okay. This point, this point, this point, this point, this point. My God, so many points. All these points connected by a single wire, that means same voltage. Next up, this point and this point are also at the same voltage. Let's try and draw an equivalent circuit and see what happens. Start from A. Okay, start from A. There we go. So this is end A. The first capacitance is 6 microfarad. Next, these are the 2 points that I get. Cool. So that means I'll just show a circle just so that you know what we are exactly trying to do. From that circle, I have 3 capacitors. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. 3 capacitors, and all of them are at the same potential on the other side. Do you guys see that? Do you guys see that? Think about it. Yep. So circles are connected to 1, 2, 3 capacitors. All the capacitors on the other side are at the same potential. That means you have 3 capacitors in parallel, guys. What are those capacitors? 5 microfarad and that 2 microfarad. See if this is clear till this point. So that all of them are connected to this cross out here. Yep. Now next point. Yep. These crosses are connected to 2 capacitors which again have the same voltage difference. Cross dot, cross dot. That means these 2 capacitors are having same potential difference. That means what are they in? Again in parallel. So again draw these 2 capacitors in parallel, and the ones are 4 microfarad and 2 microfarad. And that is eventually connected to B. And remember, this point is over here. Yeah, there you got this point. Yep. Do you guys see that? This is also so nice to see. I mean, like, it's like a puzzle, guys. I mean, like, you need to figure out who are in parallel, who is in series. You need to figure out where the potential differences are same, where the potentials are equal. It's like visualizing and solving a puzzle. So cool. Now it's simple, guys. There is nothing great about this. These 3 capacitors being in parallel, just add the capacitances. 5 plus 5 plus 2, that's 12 microfarad. Correct? Okay. 2 plus 4, that's 6 microfarad. So 12, 6 and 6 are in parallel. So hence 1 by C effective will be 1 by 6 plus 1 by 12 plus 1 by 6. This is 2 plus 1 plus 2 divided by 12, which is 5 by 12. So C effective, remember this was 1 by C effective, so flip it, it's 12 by 5, which is 2.4 microfarad. That's the answer. No, it's not 5 by 12, it's 12 by 5. Be careful. How many of you loved this question? And yep, interesting. Such a nice question, guys. I mean, just have to figure out what was the disguise and just convert it into series and parallel. Okay, that's the answer. And remember, guys, now we are going to start the quiz. Are you guys now ready for the Menti quiz? And remember, if you want to join the 12th standard batch, join it now. Don't wait till November. Don't wait till August. The batches are starting every now and then. No matter when you join, you will get a fresh batch which will start from the basics. And also whatever backlogs are there, you can clear it out using micro courses. There are lots of micro courses freely available. Remember, there are also doubt facilities and there are regular tests which will be conducted in the 12th standard batch. It's a regular long-term batch. And this course will run till your JEE Advanced next year. It's a mains plus advanced batch, guys. I am taking so many micro courses. I'm also teaching in the long-term batch. So many amazing teachers are there out here. So do not hesitate to join right now, because the way the pandemic is going, I don't see there is any point you guys joining any offline coaching institute. And you can see the prices are so reasonable. It starts from $3,000 almost. And when you use the coupon code SHHPRO and you get 10% off, remember, you can join, you can check out all the details. Okay, all the details by hitting on the link which is there in the description box below. Yep. And if you have any queries, please ask me on /Vedantu. That's my Instagram handle. The only difference between these versions is whether you want the doubt app or whether you want the personal mentor or no. So if you want the personal mentor and the doubt, then you go for the plus, else you go for the classic. Most of the students go for this. Yep. So Harshraj, it has already been started and you can check it out. It's there. I had shared all the links which are relevant for joining the micro courses just few days back. Okay, so guys, get ready. This is the Menti code. Here, what you need to do. Which soap did I use during JEE preparation? I use Lux. So what happens is when you use Lux, you get a lot of fairness. And also when you rub the Lux soap on the notebook, it will imprint all the definitions, formulas, etc. on the notebook. So you don't have to prepare much. So when you use Lux Sabun, it will automatically make sure, just rub it on your notebook, all the notes get automatically printed. That's the beauty of Lux. That's what happens. And you can also use Hammam, and you can also use Dettol if you want. What will happen is then, when you do a lot of silly mistakes, etc., it will just clear out all the silly mistakes. Very, very, very effective. 99.99% of the silly mistakes get cleared using Dettol and Hammam and all that. I've just seen that. It's very nice. Okay, so you can just use that. Okay, let's just see how many people are there. And yes, go to menti.com and hit these numbers. These are the codes 24, 59, 67, 1. And if some of your friends are not yet here, just message them on WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram, wherever, message them. Ask them, come on, the quiz is starting. Come on, go ahead, message them. Come on. Charging and discharging is a part of mains portion. Okay, it's a part of mains portion. Okay, cool. Let's see. Come on, my warriors. Let's get it going because this is going to be an interesting quiz. Let's start. 10 super questions. Leaderboard will be shown only on the first question, 5th question, and the 10th question. Yep. Wow, Aishwarya's crocodile. John Peter, you did not understand. Which part did you not understand? Yes, Chaitanya, I will do a numerical course also very soon after your portions are completed in the micro courses. How to join the quiz? Pragati, very simple. Go to menti.com. Can you see in the chat box there is a pinned message? That blue color pinned message is there. Just click on that. You will see there is a link, menti.com, www.menti.com. Open it in a separate tab or a browser. Do not close YouTube, else you will not be able to hear me. Yeah. And when you go there, you will be asked to enter the Menti code. Enter this code 2459671. Choose a name and that's it. Oh, Rami Reddy Nandana, I didn't reply to you yet. Okay, don't worry, bacha, I will reply to you. Ankit is a cat. Okay. Sir, me some weird pic. Okay, Anant does not want to disclose which picture he is. Okay, cool. Let's get going, guys. Come on. I hope your friends are here. Nivita is a king. Who is that centipede? I'm not sure. But we have all the weird creatures out here. Let's get started. Come on, guys. I need at least few more people. Let's get started because then only it will be fun. Yep. Come on, call your friends. Ask them, come on, join. The Menti quiz has just started. Let's get going. And here comes the first question. Yep. There we go. So get ready, guys. The first question is coming up on your screen. The electric field between two parallel plates of a capacitor will be uniform if. Remember, you cannot change your answers. So when you hit the option, make sure it is the final answer. The electric field between two parallel plates of a capacitor will be uniform if. Only one of them is correct. You have 30 seconds out here. Go to the menti.com tab. Remember, even if you are late, you can join in. There are only 10 questions. Participate. Okay, let's see how many of you get this. Okay, come on, my warriors. And the time is up. Interesting. And very few people got this. Let's see how to get this. Now, guys, see, the electric field between the parallel plates of a capacitor will be uniform if the plates are small and the distance is large, then the electric field lines will go something like this. This effect is called as the fringing effect. The fringing effect, because the distance is large, the field lines will go out and then again come back in. But if the plate sizes are big and the distance is small, then that fringing effect is negligible at the ends because most of the field lines are parallel and then the field is almost uniform. So hence the plate separation is less and the area is very large. That's the scenario, no other scenario. Hence only option C is correct. Understand that. Okay, cool. Let's get going. No, D is not correct. B is wrong. D is large. It will fringe. It will not be uniform. Okay. Let's get going to the next question. I'll just read out the question for you. So there is a uncharged capacitor. Oh, wait a minute. We'll just see the leaderboard first. Wow, look at this. Ankit JEE 2022 Shreyas sir. Very good. Pingu. Nice. Ninja Warrior. Wow, nice name. Shri. And then Ria. My idol is Shreyas sir. Thank you so much, Ria. Kirito is here, wow. And Aishwarya, Minion Love Chump. Oh, look at this name, Minion Love Chump. I like this. Sai Warrior, Rakesh Kavila. Very good, very good. Don't worry, even if you have not opened your account, next question is coming. Let's see how many of you can do this. Now for the next question. Yep. Don't worry. These questions are tricky but simple. There is an uncharged capacitor connected to a battery. Then when you charge the capacitor, what will happen when you charge the capacitor? Okay, uncharged capacitor connected to a battery, what do you think will happen when you charge it? Think about it. We have done this kind of question in the class. If you have attended my classes, you know the answer for this question. So this is a test to check if you guys have been regular. Okay. No, I'm not going to look at anyone. Don't worry. Okay, come on. Think. On charging the capacitor, which of the following will be true? Make sure your attention is on the Menti quiz. You cannot change the answer. Arvindan, please do not post the answers out here. And I don't know whether the answer would be correct or not. Victory, no problem. Join in now. This is only the second question. More 8 questions to go. Let's see how many of you got it. Whooping! 28% got it correct. Excellent. And let's see how to solve this question. See guys, I have told you inside the class that when you have a capacitor and when you have a battery of voltage E and this is capacitance C, the energy stored in the capacitor is half C or E. You can just use that, or you can just say, half CV square, my bad, half CV square. Yes, that's the energy stored in the capacitor. What is the work done by the battery? The work done by the battery is charge into voltage. The charge which flows into the voltage, and Q is CV. So it is C into E, which is CE square. Now you can see the battery does C square work. The battery does C square work. Out of that, half C square gets stored, the remaining half CE square. If this is stored, what is happening to this C square? It is lost in the form of heat. Yes. So half the energy supplied is stored in the capacitor, half of it gets lost in the form of heat. Yes. Victory 7, you need to start watching from the basics, bacha. I've started the chapter from absolute basics, and you need to have the knowledge of electrostatics and Gauss law. If you do not know electrostatics and Gauss law, first see my replays in the Pathfinder playlist and then come to capacitors and try to set target of 2 weeks to cover all the backlogs, or 3 weeks or maximum 4 weeks. Okay, chalo, let's get going to question number 3. Now question number 3, what you have is, in a parallel plate capacitor, if you fill the material, if you fill a dielectric material between the plates, then what will increase? For a parallel plate capacitor, if you fill a dielectric material, what and all do you think will increase? The question should be up on your screen. No problem, Victory Sen. First of all, hit the subscribe button. All those new timers out here, do not forget to hit the subscribe button and make sure that you watch all the playlists. It's there, it's all recorded, and make sure you cover your backlogs so that you can attend all our lectures live then. The fun of attending live lectures is completely different, I must say. Okay, come on guys, let's see how many of you can do this. If in a parallel plate capacitor, if you fill it with dielectrics, what do you think will increase? Come on, my warriors. Crackneat says done, Aishwarya says done. No problem, Venkana, okay. Insane says I'm correct for sure. Hardly any time left. Kevin, actually I do not solve academic doubts, I only solve non-academic doubts like motivation or strategies, etc. For actual doubts, you need to join the Vedantu Pro, where you get the doubt facility and you can get to chat with our experts and teachers who will solve all your academic queries. Okay, very good. I'm proud of you, bacha log. 43% have answered this correct. So what happens is, the moment in a capacitor you put some K, the capacitance will increase, and remember it is connected to a battery. That means voltage is constant. So Q being equal to CV, if C increases, even charge will increase. So hence charge and capacitance will increase. Field will not change because field is voltage by distance. This is constant. Even this is constant. So naturally E is also constant. So E will not change. That's the answer. Okay, cool. Let's get going to the next question. Now the next question, you have a parallel plate capacitor. No, E is not energy, E is field. U is energy usually. Okay, that's the symbol in capacitors. Thank you. Glad to know that, Kevin. CBSE. Okay, E will not decrease, crack neat. That's wrong. I just told you. Electric field is delta V by delta R. Delta V is voltage. That's constant. Delta R, that's the distance. That's also constant. E will not change. E will not decrease. That's a wrong concept. Yep, please understand that. Okay. Now, I just proved it to you mathematically. Come on. Okay. Now there is a parallel plate capacitor and it is fully charged and the battery is removed. A parallel plate capacitor is completely charged, battery is removed. Now you insert a slab between them. In the previous question, it was connected to the battery. Now the battery is disconnected. Now you put a dielectric slab. Then what and all things will change? Think about it. The question should be coming up on your screen now. Question number 4. Come on. Even if you guys are late, you might be seeing in your chat box there is a link www.menti.com. Click on the link. Use the Menti code 2459671 and participate in the Menti quiz. Have fun, as that's the only way you can participate, compete with others, and you can see where you stand. And this is just take the scoring as fun, because this will tell you what you need to work upon and how you might perform in actual tests. Okay, come on guys. This one is simple. You should be able to do this. Okay. Oh, don't post the answers here. Yes, like I told you, these questions are mains level. So if you are performing well in Menti quiz, then yes, mains will be also probably easy for you. But in mains, the challenge is to get a lot of questions correct. Only then you will be in the top 99 percentile. Remember that. 59% Janta. Beautiful. Excelente. And let's see what will happen, guys. When you have the battery removed, the charge is constant. And when you put a slab K inside, the capacitance will increase. And because Q is equal to CV, Q is constant. So if capacitance increases, the product to remain constant, the voltage will decrease. So the charge does not change, correct? The charge will not change and the potential decreases. So potential decreases and charge does not change. That's the answer, which is option C. Excellent. Let's get going to the next one. Question 5, and then we'll see the leaderboard. Glad to know that. Now, yes, please make sure, Arvindan, don't post the answers out here, bacha. Is JEE mains, JEE level is not same, but JEE mains level and NEET level is almost same. Some questions are slightly higher than NEET and number of questions in NEET are more. So that's why you will see the NEET questions are slightly less difficult. Okay. Yeah. Most of the questions are almost same level, like 70% or 60% or something like that. Okay. Now, in the next question, 3 capacitors are there. Charges on each plate are mentioned. QA, QB, QC, QD, QE, QF. Charges on each plates. Only one option is incorrect. Incorrect. Yes. So think which one is incorrect. Look at them. All of them are in series across 100 volts. Okay. So Kevin, start with NCERT, then go to previous year questions of NEET, and also use HC Verma only for objective and short answer, and maybe few exercises, but mainly objective questions, short answers, solved examples, theory from NCERT, HC Verma, and then previous year questions. And also you can use our Tattva material. Come on, my warriors. There is only one option which is incorrect. Figure this out. It's very easy. You should not be blind for solving this question. That's all I would say. Come on. Time is up. Almost. Yes, DC Pandey is little bit higher level for NEET. Don't solve DC Pandey, bacha. It's not needed. No, don't solve DC Pandey for NEET. It's not needed. Acha. 48%, little less. I was expecting a little bit more. See guys, what will happen is in series, yes, in series, what will happen? The charge is same. The charges on each capacitor is same. That means if this is plus, this will be minus, this will be plus, this will be minus, this will be plus, this will be minus. Each one of them will have the same magnitude. Now just look at that. QA plus QB, QA plus QB. Don't you see their addition is 0? Done, correct. QA, QC, QE. QA, QC, QE. Yes, they are all equal. Can you see that? QA, QC, QE are all equal. And last option, QB, QD, QF. QB, QD, QF. Yes, they are all negative and equal. This one is not correct. BDF. BDF is 0. BDF, in fact, it's not 0. In fact, it will be minus 3Q. Think about it. Hence, this is the wrong answer, and that's what you should have marked. Yeah, I hope this is clear. Yep, very good. So let's focus on the session. I will probably advise you which books to use, etc. Maybe later on just post up the comment or ping me on my Instagram handle. That will be better. Yep, just ping me on my Instagram handle. Yep. Yeah, it's simple, but you missed it. That's what. Wow, Rakesh Kamlia, the fish is on the top. Neat boy is on the second. Rockstar Shri Ribbit. Rahul Gandhi, Ria, my idolist. Thank you. Sai Warrior, Aishwarya, an insane aspirant. The Rose is also here. Wow, beautiful points, guys. Let's get going. Now, don't worry even if you are last. Don't worry even if you are out of the leaderboard. You have come here with only one aim, and that aim is to learn your mistakes, to get the competitive spirit, and yes, to know where exactly you stand. So this is a healthy competition. You have to improve. You are a student, remember that. And the next time the leaderboard will be shown, that will be at the end of the game. 5 more questions to go. Let's get going. The next question coming up on your screen is, if the potential difference between the plates of a capacitor increases 10 times, if the voltage increases, sorry, not 10 times, my bad, 10%, the voltage increases by 10%, then the energy stored increases by how many percent? Increases by how many percent the energy stored? So if the voltage across a capacitor increases by 10%, how much does the energy stored increase by? Think about it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, my warriors. Harshad, that's why I said previous year questions and also the Tattva material. For variety of questions, more variety, you need to use Tattva or some other coaching material and previous year questions, so that you get a hang of what are the actual type of questions. And HC Verma is always recommended. Lot of institutes do not recommend because they think HC Verma has concepts, has questions which are not having too much of variety. But let me tell you, all the ranks, 2-digit ranks that I have produced in JEE, who have cleared JEE Advanced, are just from NCERT, HC Verma, previous year book and coaching material, nothing else. No, didn't use anything else. I'm repeating, JEE Advanced 2-digit All India ranks were just produced by just NCERT, HC Verma, previous year questions and our coaching material, nothing else. You don't need. Think about it. Okay, so NEET is even easier, guys. Okay, a lot of you got it wrong. Well, 25% only got it correct. See, I'll tell you what, this percentage increases a lot. You cannot use that formula where if U is half, okay, CV square, do not use delta U by U is C is constant, 2 times delta V by V. If you use this, you are going to get a wrong answer, error method, because this is a large percentage of error. So the only way you can do this is by actual calculation. The voltage, the potential difference increases by 10%. So what will be the new voltage? 10% increase. That means it will be 11 by 10 of V. Obviously, don't you see that? It is 10% increase. Yep, it is 10% increase, 11 by 10 times of previous voltage. Or 110 by 100. Come on, think about it. 110 by 100 of V is 10% increase. Okay, just do this now. This will be half C. V square will come here. And 11 square is 121 divided by 100. Now, I don't know whether you can see this. This is U. This is U. And this is the new potential energy. Don't you see the new potential energy is previous potential energy into 121 by 100? What does this mean? What does this mean? 121 number. This is 21% increase. So hence, this is the answer. Yes. Earlier it was 100, now it has become 121. That means it is 21% increase. As simple as that. Correcto. Yeah, Winboon, that was even lengthier. This is even shorter. Whatever you showed, even shorter than that. Okay, interesting question. Let's get going to the next one coming up on your screen. Now there is a capacitor, guys. Okay, and it is charged to a certain voltage and it is allowed to discharge. What quantity will not change? Sorry, my bad. A capacitor is charged and it is allowed to discharge. The ratio of charge to the capacitor current, that ratio of the charge to the current will, what will happen to this? The ratio of the charge on the capacitor to the current in that circuit will, what do you think will happen? Come on, think about it. Very interesting question out there. Come on, come on. Kevin, CBSE, watch my lectures on units and dimensions in the playlist. I have conducted 3 classes on units and dimensions. One just on units and dimensions, one on errors and one on instruments. 3 separate classes. Watch that. It's there in the playlist, Nurture series. Welcome, Badri. Ray Surya, just cool yourself, calm down. Try to get the correct answer, not the answer really quickly. The focus should be on getting the correct answer. Draw the situation. Do not think about anything else. Just coolly think as if you are solving this problem for yourself. You are not in an exam hall. You are just solving it for yourself. Chaitanya, if you have not done HCV, probably it's a good time to start doing it because you have time. Okay? Chalo, let's see. Well, 43% got it correctly. Beautiful question. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's see, guys, what will happen. Ratio of charge to the current, Q by I. Now, the formula for charge as a function of time was Q into e to the power minus T by RC for discharging. For current, try and recollect, it was E by R into e to the power minus T by RC. That was the formula for current. Now e to the power will get cancelled. So you will get QR by E. Now Q is equal to CE. Q is C into R divided by E. E gets cancelled. So you will get CR. Now what is CR? That's the time constant. What is CR, guys? Or RC? Basically it is the time constant. And that time constant is always a constant. So don't you see? Does not change with time and is equal to the time constant of the circuit. So if you know the formulas, within 30 seconds you will get it. Yes. Excellent. So that's the answer, guys. Let's go to the next question. There is graph given and a capacitor is made to discharge via 3 different resistors. A capacitor is charged and it is made to discharge via 3 different resistors. 3 different scenarios. Which graph is incorrect for that particular scenario? The 3 resistors are different. All those people who are joining in late, don't worry, join the Menti quiz by going to menti.com and entering the code 2459671. You can see the same capacitor, same voltage is allowed to discharge by 3 different resistors. RA is more than RB is more than RC. You get slightly more time for this because this is more difficult. Come on, guys, let's see how many of you can do this. Yes, Vasanti, you can still do that, but Vasanti, you need to watch the replays of Zero to Hero and all of that. Vasanti, do not just study from YouTube. Please take up a crash course. Please do not risk, because I would love to train you only on YouTube, but I also want you to take up the mock test, doubt solving and the entire portion revision as well. So it's better you take up the crash course, bacha. It has just started yesterday. The link is again there in the description box. Okay, please do that. So doing NCERT and Tattva would be just enough, but you need to do little bit more if you want a very good rank, Chaitanya. Yep. Okay. No problem, Chaitanya. VSK, you can watch the replays. Please do that as fast as possible, or else you will have a lot of backlogs, bacha. Okay, let's see guys. Now what is the scenario? The question is voltage. Now voltage as a function of time. Think about it. V is current into R. V is IR. And what is current? Current is E by R into e to the power minus T by RC into R. Now this R and this R will get cancelled. So the voltage in that capacitor will be e into small e raised to minus T by RC. Now the trick is if R is more, then this term will reduce because this is in the denominator. Think about it. If this is more, then it will reduce slowly. That means we will reduce slowly. That's it. Whose resistance is highest? A. So for A, it should reduce very slowly. That means it should be 3. So A should go with 3 because 3 reduces slowly. Then comes B. B has medium resistance. So the graph should be the middle one. And for C, which has the least resistance, the graph should be, very fast. That means it should be 1. So 1C, 3A, 2B. The only incorrect option is this one. This is not correct. So that's what you are going to mark option A, guys. So that's how you're supposed to solve it. You should just know how to use the formulas. Don't worry. Second last question coming up, 9th question. And in this question, you are given charges, you are given a ground, and then you have to figure out how much charge will flow when you close the switch. Let's see how many of you can do this. Yep, come on guys, let's see how many of you do this. Charges are mentioned, the middle plate is connected to ground. How much charge will flow? It's very simple if you go by logic. It's not that difficult to see what will happen. Don't worry, you get a little bit more time than the normal questions. Come on. I need to finish this within next 2 minutes because Shimon sir will be waiting for his class, I guess. So, yep, let's get this going. Come on, my warriors. Figure this out quickly. Yep. See, think about it. What will happen when you close it? It will become same potential as that of the ground, which is 0 volts. That's your hint. And when it becomes 0 volts, what should happen? What should exactly happen? Think about it. Yo, hello Ayush, hello everyone. Aishwarya says thumbs up, looks like it is done. Windmoon also says Yosh. Come on Ayush, join in for the last Menti quiz. Okay, there we go. And time is up. And this was the second last question. And let's see the results. Whooping! 27% have got the correct answer. Now, logic to use over here is that if you connect it to the ground, what happens is this will become 0 volts. Okay, and if this has to become 0 volts, basically understand there will be no field also over here. Yep. In fact, if there is plus Q charge here, okay, if this charge is plus Q, an exact amount of negative charge will be developed over here. This will be minus Q. And if this is minus 2Q, okay, this is minus 2Q over here, you will see that an amount of charge developed over here will be plus 2Q. The reason for that is these two charges together will behave like 0 charge, plus 2Q and minus 2Q. These two charges together will behave like a 0 charge. It's as if having 0 charge here, 0 charge here. That means no charges, no fields, 0 potential. It's like connecting it to the ground, 0 potential. So hence, what will happen? You can see clearly, this conductor got negative Q charge and plus 2Q charge. So how much charge has entered over here? Plus 2Q minus Q, which is just Q. This side got plus 2Q, this side got minus Q. So how much charge entered? Plus 2Q minus Q, which is just Q, and hence the answer is option C. Is that clear? Very good, very good. Yep. So it will neutralize, correct. Let's get going to the last question coming up on your screen. Come on guys, let's do this. I know Shimon sir will be waiting. Let's finish this. Last question, figure out the force between the plates of a capacitor, the field is given. Figure out the force between the plates of the capacitor, the field between the plates is given, and the charges are also mentioned. Come on guys, think about it. And by the way, I'll post the answer, the solution to this in the Telegram group because the time has run out. Okay, I'll just show you the answer eventually, don't worry about it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, my warriors. Let's figure this out. Few more seconds to go. The field is given, charges are given. Question is, what is the force between them? Oh, so the session is cancelled? Is it? Oh, then I can discuss it. Okay, great. Okay, cool. Acha, so maybe I can discuss. Thank you, Enthuse FC, for letting me know. Okay, don't spam Enthuse FC, please don't spam. Okay, chalo, let's do this. I don't know. Okay, so the admin is saying no. So, okay. Please don't tell me some random information, guys. You guys are scaring me. Okay, the answer is 60/7. And yeah, that's okay. Let's finish this. Let's just see who is the winner. And okay. I'll be posting the answer. I'll be posting the answer in the Telegram group. Let's just see the winner for today. And we'll call it off a night. Okay, let's just see who the winner is. Quickly. There we go. Sai Warrior. Very good. Congratulations, my boy. Rockstar, Rakesh Kamlia, Aishwarya, Need Boy, Gandhi, Riya, my idolist, Shreyas sir, Insane Aspirant, Minion Loves Champa, and Kirti Haran. Excellent day. 5,622 points. Beautiful, guys. Congratulations. See you guys again. Hasta la vista. This was Shreyas here, your physics master teacher at Vedantu. Bye bye. Take care.